Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, MikeKollin.com. Okay, today we're going to talk about, more on narcissist abuse, okay? The two subjects I want to talk about is, number one, we're going to talk about why do they come across like little children? And number two, I want to talk about something I watched in the other video. I'm going to give you the name of two YouTubers who I think are really good to follow. All right, there's an overall theme to this whole narcissistic abuse thing. God, this is going to sound weird, and I might make a separate video on this and how to explain this. It's almost as if they're dark angels to force you to heal. So here's the ultimate thing. I was going to make a separate video of this, but all right. The number one thing I've been teaching in my course, mostly to men, but I teach it to women because it helps them become emotionally grounded, is what I call internal awareness. Well, if you study any kind of spiritual healing techniques, they're always teaching you techniques on how to ground yourself emotionally, how to calm down, how to reconnect with yourself. Okay, watch this, okay? Here's the reason why. Because, okay, empaths, we kind of have the opposite of a narcissist, okay? And an empath is always being attacked, well, you're no good, and they talk, narcissists will always talk bad about empaths, and they'll do a smear campaign. They'll talk bad about you to your friends or to their friends or the people you work with. And so here's what I know. You know, it's funny. I know you've already heard this a million times. But the ultimate goal is for you literally not to care what other people think about you. And you're thinking, well, that's nice to say, and I used to hate it when people say that to me, like, well, how the fuck do you do that? Like, and the funny thing is, like, no one says, here's how you do it. Well, here's the funny thing. It's all about what Jesus says. Jesus says to look within. Buddha says to look within. Every energy healing course that I've ever taken has in some way said, here's how you ground yourself emotionally. And look at my body language I did unconsciously. Ground yourself emotionally, because when you're stuck up in your head, that is the external brain. That technically is the logical brain, but you feel it right here in your frontal lobes, okay? And so that's the external brain. So you're always looking at other people. What do they think? And what do they think, right? That's the problem with most males. A female mating system, okay, I'm going to go a little into my little bit of my course that I've been teaching for a quarter of a century. Unconsciously, okay, so her mating system is in the lower reptilian brain, and she has a nerve that curves off and connects to her right brain, the emotional five senses processor. This is the relationship brain. This is the social brain. This is the brain that you should be in to connect with women on a natural level, because this is the mechanical, logical brain. Mechanical. This is the natural, normal relationship brain. This is the human. It's about emotions and feelings. A narcissist isn't connected to that. They have ran away from and escaped from that. In fact, a lot of men, especially in the modern era, I started seeing this after coaching men for many, many years, and I would tell men, like, or even women, like, well, men escape from their emotions by hiding behind their logic. In fact, the further they can go into their logical brain, the further they can disconnect from the see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Because now you can get hurt emotionally. But if you go over here, it doesn't hurt me, right? So that is not what we're talking about. When I say to not care about what other people think, I don't mean to block this stuff. Because now you're not human. Now you're going to be just like the narcissist. Disconnected. The idea, now this is going to sound so bizarre. I've got a video with a Benev talking about it, and maybe I can find it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll try to find the video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because I got so many videos. But what happens is when you finally drop down inside and you become really connected emotionally, all the anxiety goes away. All the fear goes away. It's like when a Benev finally got there for the first time, he was like, wow. In fact, God, I got to find that video. Hopefully, it might be the video I have on my homepage right now. I'm not sure. But he was like, man, this is the business. Like, wow. He goes, all the anxiety's gone. All that fear's gone. I'm like, yeah, doesn't it feel good? Well, here's the thing. a lot of people try to escape, mostly men, because we're born using our left brain, whereas women are born using the right brain. But women have more nerves to connect to the left and right hemisphere, and your average male can access his right brain. He just generally doesn't tend to like to do it. Okay, um, because logic is our home. It's what we do. It's what we are. The thing, though, is her mating system is connected to the right brain's communication center, emotional system, the relationship brain. So a man who learns how to open up to his right brain gets the girl because it unconsciously triggers her mating system and it turns her on. So here's my point. There is a major advantage for a man to learn how to open up to his right brain. And no, it's not just about sex. It's about, that's where your social power is. Your social power is not in your left brain. That is the opposite of social power. That's disconnecting from any social power at all. Now, here's the really cool part. Social power, in the way that I mean it, is not power over people. It's power with people. These are the people that are gonna voluntarily say, "I like this guy. I'm gonna make this person a leader." The left brain is the power over people. That's the people that want to control you and dominate you and tell you what to do. That's the opposite of what I teach. Okay, so I've been teaching this for many, many years, and so the girl, the video I told you about, she goes and talks about. It's like there's this overall theme of dealing with narcissists. It's okay. So an empath, again, so there's this, narcissists have their deal and empaths have their deal. And your deal is this. Because narcissists are always talking about your back, always trying to hurt you, always trying to set you up and make you look bad, and they talk bad. Empaths, we were so abused at a young age, or ignored, and all this stuff. We're always trying, did I do something wrong? And when she said this, I used to always, she would say, we're the kind of people that if you're in a room full of people, if one person's upset, you'll walk across, go, hey, did I do something to upset you? And they're like, I don't even know you. Like, what? What are you talking about? And she says, like, oh God, I used to do that all the time. Okay. Now this is going to come full circle. Okay. Hold on. So she said something that made so much sense. I call it connecting with yourself. Like the more you connect with yourself, the more emotionally grounded you become, the more concrete you become. And I mean that you become more solid to where people can't push you around. Okay? All right, so here's the deal. When you're in your left brain, that is the external brain. That means you are worried about what other people think. And this causes tremendous anxiety. When you learn how to become internal, now you're connected going, what do I think? And this relieves all the anxiety and fear and worry of what other people think of you. And the really cool part about it is, it causes people to feel much more comfortable around you because you're not trying to control them or think, oh, what are they going to think if I say this? What are they thinking if I say that? It gets rid of all that overthinking. The odd thing about it is narcissists don't want to do this because they don't want to let go of control. Empaths, and here it is, we're always trying to prove to other people that we're good, that, oh, I'm not this bad person. So the narcissist comes along and says, oh, they're a liar. Oh, they're, I don't know, like she used in her video, like, oh, she doesn't clean her house or keep her house clean. Whatever. So you're going to try to prove, like, oh, I do have a clean house. And I will. And here's what, and she'll say in her videos, a narcissist will purposely come over and make different parts of your home messy. And then when the friends come over, when they're supposed to be invited, oh, her home is messy, right? So then the empaths, oh, no, I'm not normally like this. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. Okay. So it's a big game. But the ultimate thing really comes down to this. Now watch how this whole thing dynamic flips. It's literally to not care what people think about you. In my last narcissist effect, he had a group of people that he had under his thumb, whether you guys realize it or not. He manipulated the hell out of you. They're called flying monkeys. And when I caught wind of what was going on behind my back, I just cut bait. I literally packed my bag, boom, I left. I was gone. Didn't argue, didn't fight, didn't say F you. If anything, I wished him well, actually, and I mean it sincerely. I just get because I've grown up and around this, and it was a friend of mine, Greg Hamilton. Thank you, brother. God bless you. He got me away from my family. He forced me. He literally grabbed some garbage bags, went to my room, started piling the clothes in there, and his truck was parked right outside my bedroom window. He started throwing the bags out and my jackets out, and pushed out the screen. And then we climbed out the window and started, loading up in his truck. And he goes, "You can live with me for free, but there's only one rule." I'm like, "Oh shit, what's that?" You can do it. He goes, "I don't give a shit if you come home at 4 a.m. He goes, "I don't give a fuck." He goes, "The only thing I care about is you can't see your family for 1 year." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because you don't realize," he goes, "you're so used to being treated like crap. You don't realize that this isn't normal behavior. You think that this is normal because this is all you've ever known." He goes, "You're going to live with me for 1 year." And he goes, "You can have no contact. If you see them in the grocery store, you walk out and you leave. You don't say hi. You don't say fuck you. You don't say goodbye. You just leave." He goes, "You have to get a complete separation." And he did. A year later, he goes, "Hey, today's the day." I'm like, "What day? What are you talking about?" He goes, "You need to go back and see your family." I go, "Oh, you kicked me out?" He's like, "No, no, no." He goes, "Don't worry about it." He goes, "You can stay as long as you want." He goes, "You need to go back and see your family, see how they treat you." And so the first day they're kind of, "Hey, what's going on, man?" Second day, boom, they went right back into you this and you that. All this blame, like, "Dude, I haven't been around for a year. What are you talking?" "Well, yeah, but it's your fault because it was shit that was going on in the family that had nothing to do with me. It was stuff they were doing to each other." So it really opened my eyes to holy shit. So now let's come back around to where I was at. Is I cut bait on those people. And not only that, but I cut bait on the circle. Call them the flying monkeys or the narcissist group or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, see ya." And it shocked the hell out of all of them. Like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Like, just like that. Like, yeah, the minute I find out people are treating me like shit, I'm gone. Okay, now, here's the thing. Oh, God. I'm not going to teach in this video, but I am teaching it, though. Just walk. That gives you power. And it takes away all their power. What are they going to do? They're going to sit there and bitch and moan about what? I'm gone. "You guys don't like me. You're talking all this shit about my back to my face like, oh, you're such a wonderful person." Behind my back, some shit was going on that I found out about, and it shocked the hell out of me that I found out. I'm not even going to say how I found out. It's my little secret. It's my little advantage. I just was like, "Okay, fine. No reason to argue about it. You guys don't like me." So I'm like, "Oh, no, we love you." "Really? What about this?" "Oh, no, that's not true." "Oh, really?" I actually found out for a fact, like literally hardcore evidence, okay? So it didn't matter. I was gone, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, now what do we do?" Nothing. So I know this video kind of took a little left turn there, but your power, I should make a video about what I learned this. God, I read it in a book. I heard it from Tony Robbins, but it was an argument debate thing. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Your power, okay, here's the phrase. Your power comes from your willingness to walk. People who win in negotiations are the one who's like, "Man, no deal, fuck you. No deal." And you walk. If you have the willingness to walk like that, you get what you want, or no one gets nothing, and you walk, right? And so here's the thing. Okay. Oh, so sorry. Here's the thing. I'll make a separate video about that. Is when it comes to narcissists. Now I've been teaching this technique more in depth throughout my course for 25 years because I learned it early in my 20s at an argument debate in college. I think it was against Stanford or something like that. And I won. And it was because of that one technique. I'll do a video about it. It's a cute story. And I've been teaching this to men and women for many, many years now, and it changes people's lives. It's because we all have dealt with narcissists on some level. And so you're like, "Yeah, I'm not playing your game. I'm not doing this. So you guys can get in your own little circle and you can talk shit behind my back. I don't care." Now let's go back to what the Indian girl was talking about. She literally is saying, like, You need to stop trying to prove to people that you're a good person. And that's what empaths do. That's what good people try to do. Because we're the ones that were always ignored or beaten down, talked bad about, you know, oh God, I could go on. You were the scapegoat of the family. When then there was the golden child that could, even when they did wrong, they could do no wrong. Like, but you're not that one, you're the other one. And so our thing is trying to prove to people that we're good enough or we're not bad. We're good people. The minute you stop that is the minute the game stops. That's it. Game over. That literally is end game with a narcissist, okay? So the other thing she said, and this really is what will cause that, is again what I started the video out with: internal awareness. I've been teaching my concept, drop your awareness down inside. Now with women, it's so much easier and faster to do with women. Whereas men, because we're so used to being these external beings, because the left brain is the external brain, and the right brain is the internal brain. Now here's the thing: when you're up in your forehead, you have disconnected from your power. But man, it's like, but it feels powerful right here. But all your body weight, that's your power, and that's where your social power comes from. When this opens up, literally pops open, and you drop down and connect down here, that's when people are going to be attracted to you. That's when people are going to be drawn to you. That's when people suddenly start listening to what you have to say. Because your voice, your tone, your congruency comes across congruently, and that becomes more powerful and the more effective communication. People are much more willing to listen to you, to trust you, etc. And that's the thing with narcissists. There's something sketchy about them. The average person, maybe the average healthy person, maybe I should qualify it, they feel that something's like his stories don't match up. But an empath, like, oh, it's okay, I'm going to overlook it and I'm going to act like I didn't hear that. No, don't lie for the narcissist. And that's what we do. We try to bullshit ourselves because they're such a nice person. No, they're not. They're not, okay? I think the main thing I want to leave you with is you really do have to reconnect with yourself, okay? Maybe I'll do a video on that. One thing is, oh man, the internal awareness techniques. If you've ever done any grounding techniques, that's part of it. But here's the main gist of it. I'm going to have to make another video about that. You have to drop down inside your body, and it's this easy. Allow your awareness to, so even though I'm looking at you, my awareness is here, and now it's expanding, going down into my belly, my gut, and into my legs. Your awareness needs to be inside when you're looking at someone. But most people, their eyes are this way, and their awareness goes that way. And now you've disconnected from all this. You should have this. It's technically something I learned in Reiki. It's an energy thing. Your awareness needs to be in your body. That's something I teach in my course now. There's different things like, walking in the forest, walking on the beach. Walking on the beach will do it. Getting a massage. Because when someone's touching your arm, where does your awareness go? It goes into your arm. It's this simple. Before I mentioned it, your awareness wasn't on the back of your left elbow. There it goes. It's that easy. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. You really, really need to reconnect with yourself and stop trying to tell people that you're a good person. If they don't like you, walk. And to be quite honest with you, that was the secret that I did when it came to the last group of narcissists. Like, oh, you don't like me? Oh, okay, see you later. It's like, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going, and that's what that's it right there. That's the game. That's the game. They want you to argue with them. They want you to say, no, I'm not this bad person. No, I'm not this. I'm not that. No, I'm a good person. Now they get to argue. Now they get to beat you down. And they poke you with their needles and they sting the fuck out of you. When you just walk, none of that happens. That's your secret right there. Just be like, oh, you don't like me? Cool, awesome. Thumbs up, bro. Hey, man, I'm cool with that. And I literally said, I go, dude, I'm totally cool with that. No worries, man. Hey, man, sorry I disappointed you. And I'll just leave. And then they're like, no, don't leave. That's not what we wanted. We wanted you to get sucked into our game. And it was like, literally, that's what I meant when I said, it's like, I in one of my videos, like, it's like I literally just grabbed that fucking rug, and I pulled it out, and they flipped back on the back of their head, cracked their head on the cement, and they're all crying and bitching and moaning and texting me, calling me, sending me gifts in the mail. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. It was just nonstop. In fact, I got another gift just recently. And when I mean recently, I mean like 2 days ago. Probably was in the mail for 3 days, but I just checked the mail 2 days ago. The point being is, I'm not willing to play their game. I'm not willing to sit there and say, well, I'm a good person. Like, oh, you don't like me? Oh, okay, well, I guess, how does Tony Robbins say it? He says, or maybe it's NLP. Maybe I learned it's NLP. It's one person, one vote. It's like, okay, fine. You know, it's funny. I didn't understand that phrase, one person, one vote, when I learned it. It took me years to get over that, because I had to get over caring about what people thought about me. Now, okay, so here's the point. My friend Greg, the best gift that anyone ever gave me in my life was for him saying, you're getting the fuck out of here. No, it's okay. And I was trying to, no, you're getting the fuck out of here. It's like, threw my clothes out the window, packed them in bags, and got me the hell out. That year time, the shock and the horror that I had when they started treating me like shit out of the blue, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, these people don't care about me at all. They just wanted me to be in their little group so they could have someone to beat down, so they could feel good about themselves. And that is exactly what this whole dynamic is. If God, I hope you're listening. I know this video is going on way longer than I thought, but if you got this far, that's the dynamic. They need someone in the group to treat like shit. You know, in the last group, the main narc talks shit about everybody. Not only of the group, we go to coffee shop, talk shit about the petite little girl behind the counter. And I literally said to him, like, really? Like, you got to make, like, everyone's life harder? Like, people's lives are hard enough. So it's because if you've watched other videos, they feel good. The only time they feel good about themselves is when they see someone else hurting. So if you're going to sit there and think that you're going to try to prove to these people that you are not a bad person, that you are a good person, you're wasting your time. You're dealing with people who want you to do that so they can disagree with you. And they can all gang up on you, whether it's individually. You know, you call the next, no, so-and-so said this. Like, well, you know, you are a pretty bad person, Sally. You know, it's a game. And the thing that you don't know about it is they're all connected. They're all in on it. You're the only person that's not in on the game. They don't want you to know that they're playing this game, but they are. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I hope this video had some nuggets in it, and I hope you got those nuggets. Go to MikeColleen.com, MikeKollin.com if you need some coaching. I've been doing personal development, life coaching for over a quarter of a century. And when I say life coaching, I don't mean like, oh, I read a couple books and, you know, like right here, probably about altogether 300 books, years of manual training, personal development. I went to all the certification courses. I'm an NLP trainer, master hypnotherapist, master practitioner of timeline therapy, certified in 3 forms of energy healing, and highly trained in consciousness work. See you guys soon. God bless you.